What's up guys? So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to replace the headliner in your 2013 to 2014 Mustang. I'm going to be doing a American flag, but you don't have to, this video doesn't just apply to if you're doing a flag, it'll apply to any kind of fabric you want to do. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it, and this is my first time ever taking the headliner out of a Mustang, so I'll kind of be learning with you, but yeah. Things first is you're going to want to remove all of this trim right here and all of that trim. So for doing that, you're literally just going to want to put your hand in there, give it a pull, and then just kind of work it around like that. And it should just pop right out like that. And then you're going to want to put this somewhere where it's not going to get damaged. Should look like this. You're going to want to come up to these little body clips right here. Look like that. And literally just kind of get in there with your hands, work them out like that. And they should stay intact. If they don't, if they do break, which sometimes these do break, if it does break, O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Napa, whatever auto parts store you have in the area, they should sell these for dirt cheap. I think they're like $2 for a box or something ridiculous like that. Down over on the passenger side, same thing. Get in there, kind of work it out. See, this one's separated into two pieces, which means it's going to be a little bit more of a pain to get out of there, which is great. Actually, oopsies. Try and do it a little more gracefully than I just did it. Again, hands up in there a little bit, give it a few little tugs, it should pop right out. And now all that is holding this in is going to be your mirror connectors, your dome light, which again, the dome light just has some little clips, and you literally just kind of put your hand in there like that and kind of work it out. These ones are quite a bit tougher than the other ones, but don't worry, you're not going to break anything. It's just these little metal clips that just pop right out. You're going to want to disconnect this harness. Right, so for doing this, there's literally just a little push right here, and you push that and it slides right out real easy. And there's another little plastic clip that goes in this little hole right there, and it just slides out. So now all that's left to do before this headliner comes off is to take this piece off and this piece right here, this little piece right there. So I'm going to go grab the right Torx bit size and I'll be right back. Okay, so the next step is you're going to want to get a flathead screwdriver. It's a small flat screwdriver, and just gently pry this little trim piece off of there like that. Slide it down. Which is going to expose these two T20 Torx bits, and then, or Torx screws, excuse me, and then another T20 Torx right there. So I'm gonna take these out of there. So I just got this little plastic piece off again. And then these two T20s again. Here's the mirror and visor right here. And this is the little clip I was talking about. You can't see it because it's underneath this foam. But just kind of feel around and you'll feel it depress at a certain point. Right there. And there is where the button, oh, there we go. Right in there, like that. Real easy. Finally, last step is taking this little two clips out. Yep. Just like that. You're gonna want to put all this hardware somewhere safe. So I didn't film the actual taking out of the headliner because when I took that last screw out, it just kind of dropped down the front, and then you kind of have to maneuver and wiggle it. And just be, you're gonna have to bend it a little bit to get it out, but just be very careful not to like fold it or crease it anywhere because yeah, that'll ruin it. But don't be too scared to just kind of, you're gonna need to bend it a little bit around this little lip right here. You're gonna need to a little bit of pressure, but nothing crazy. All right, so the next step is you're going to want to lay the flag over the headliner, and you're gonna want to lay it reverse because you're gonna want the stars over the driver's seat. And I kind of messed up. I got too small of a flag, or maybe the headliner's just too big. But so I laid it out so it's just gonna kind of be over the front driver and passenger seats, and the back seat just won't have it, I guess, which is fine. But after you do that, you're going to want to fold it like that in the middle, straighten it out. Straighten it out like that, make sure it's nice and even and level and flat. And then you want to go to the store. Any auto parts store should have this. It's 3M headliner adhesive. And then you're just going to kind of want to spring it like at the seam right here. And then when you're done with that, you're going to want to grab both sides, fold it over like a tablecloth. Once you get it down, start smoothing it out with your hand. Try and tug on it if needed to avoid any really bad creases. Just kind of rub the creases out. Kind of apply pressure to the whole thing. Apply a crazy amount of pressure. Pressure. It's a little toxic. And then flip it over the other side like so. Repeat the process. I'm going to be a little more careful. I'm going to get overspray on this side so I don't have to do that again. That comes out like silly string. It's really weird consistency. All right. Flip it over real gently. It's even. And start rubbing it out. What's nice about this stuff is that it does take about an hour to fully cure, so you do have a little bit of time to kind of peel it back if you need to, and you know, this stuff is super sticky. Okay, after this, you want to kind of flip it over like that. So you want to flip it like this, and then grab your pair of scissors, and just, doesn't have to be pretty, just kind of cut the edge. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, cut to the edge. Once you've done that, cut down. Now, why you're making all these cuts is so that way you can put a little bit more adhesive on this. So we're going to kind of grab our adhesive and do a quick little spray over it. Just kind of like that. Once you've done that, fold it up, fold it around on the inside, like that. Just fold in like that. Because you're going to need to have these holes here for the dome lights, and I'll move over to this side and then repeat the same process. There we go. Got that. here, lay it back down. So the next part you're gonna wanna do, after letting this sit for about 15 minutes, is you're gonna wanna take your scissors and you're gonna wanna cut off any excess flag, but you wanna make sure that you leave enough to fold around the edges with a little bit more of that adhesive. Like that. Just a little, you know, maybe an inch. Yeah, probably an inch is all you really need to be able to fold around the edges.
The excess there doesn't need to be pretty again because it's being folded, so really doesn't need to be pretty. I just want half an inch to an inch, doesn't really matter.
Just make sure you have enough to, and just kind of lift it up. Quick little spray. Like so. And start folding it. Yeah, so this is what it should look like when it's done. The overspray, if you do get any overspray on this, you're going to want to just let it dry, and then it should just rub off. I mean, if there's a little piece right here that's overspray, just give it a rub, and it rolls right off. Yeah, you're gonna want to give it about an hour and a half to dry. I mean, it says an hour on the can, but I'm gonna give it an hour and a half just to be extra careful. And then yeah, when you're done with that, when it's done drying, it's just reverse of install. I don't think I'm gonna show the install process, but I will show what the finished product looks like. So this is what it looks like all installed. It actually turned out really pretty good, honestly. There's a few little spots overspray I still need to rub off, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks really cool. The rest of the color scheme in the car is white and blue. Ignore all of the pollen. I'm in Washington right now, and that's where I live, in Washington State, and it's springtime, so there's an insane amount of pollen everywhere. It's awful. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, here it is. I think it turned out pretty good. But yeah, you have a great rest of your day, and yeah, stay tuned for more content. Bye.